Hey, happy Poetry Month from the Midwest Writing Center. My name is Sarah. I've got Ryan here. He's the director at the Midwest Writing Center, and we are super excited about the month of April and the spring and summer to come.
Definitely. Yeah, we have a ton of stuff going on. Poetry Month is always cool and exciting uh time to get people excited about poetry. We do have a couple other poetry, like non-poetry or maybe poetry adjacent things coming up too. I want to shout out. If you have a chapbook, we've got 2 more days for you to send them. Uh, so send them our way for the Foster-Stall series. We're doing a children's picture book workshop in May. We're going to jump ahead. We're going to come back to April. Stephanie Guerra, who's a really terrific author, is going to be leading that workshop here in Moline at Butterworth Center. Or not here, I'm in Rock Island, but in the Quad Cities locally. Um, Wednesday night, we have our Young Emerging Writers Info Night. So if you are interested in getting some information about our long-running paid internship program, come on down to the Rock Island Public Library downtown branch, and
April
we'll be
1
there. It,
is Info Night, 4:30 p.m.
that's
RIPL.
correct.
Ground floor is where our office is, but also April 1 is the deadline for the chapbook series. We are we are not going to limit you by genre. We want to see your best chapbook length manuscript.
Mhm.
Just wanted to throw
Poetry or otherwise.
the date in there. Because
Mhm.
if you see this tomorrow, well, if you see this on Wednesday, you might be confused about when Wednesday is.
Mhm. So yeah, and then Poetry Month. I guess the first thing to shout out is all the work that you have done to put together a pretty incredible lineup of poets for our Poet a Day YouTube Poetry Month experience, where we have a poet record a video, and we have that on our YouTube page. So you want to smash that subscribe button. Some of the people that I'm excited about, Allison Joseph, that's just a name that I'm always happy to see anywhere in poetry land. Allison is so terrific and fantastic. Was the keynote at our conference a few years ago and just um, writes amazing poems. Andrea Rexilius. I'm gonna go with two A names to start off because that's alphabetical like. Um, Author of one of my favorite books ever. Half of What They Carried Flew Away. Check that out. It'll melt your brain in the best possible way. She's got a new book out, just out not too long ago from Clash Books, and might be rolling through the Quad Cities sometime like in June. We'll get back to that. We're talking about April right now. We've got some terrific local talent, Elena Vallejo, Lynn Carlston, who is a both alum of the Young Emerging Writers Program, among other terrific things, and publications like Quercus at Ambrose for Elena, um, and Lynn in actually they're both in our upcoming anthology about adaptation, which is being published April 30th, the end of the
April.
month. Lots of cool things happening in April. That'll be at Galvin Fine Arts Center on April 30th. Sal Marici, always great to see Sal, author of many books, all through Ice Cube Press. Check him out. Mark Ray, one of our Iowa City favorites and just generally favorite people to see anywhere doing poetry things. We love Mark. Um, some a new friend, recent transplant to the Quad Cities, semi-recent transplant, Henry Moray, who not too long ago won the Slam-O-Vision International Poetry Slam that's held through the UNESCO Cities of Literature all around the world, which is impressive in a global sort of way. Um, yeah, is there anything else you want to say about those? There's more names. I don't want to give it all away. We could just
Yeah, yeah,
read
yeah.
names.
I want folks to like stay tuned and be surprised. Um, but I think one of my favorite things this is the third time we've done this. One of my favorite things about working on the lineup is well, first, learning that I know 90 poets was cool. Uh, but I try to make sure that we've got local and we've got like our interns, we've got young people, but we also have like really killer big poetry world people, which is just like I don't know, it's humbling, it's really really cool, it's exciting to be able to do that that combo. When we started this, I uh finding 30 was not nearly as hard as finding 90. So these are all fresh people each time who haven't done this before, and they've all been super super sweet about like about contributing. Like everybody, poets want to celebrate poetry, so it's not really surprising, but it is just really really cool to hear from such really incredible folks. Who else do I think might? Okay, I will say April 1st, we're starting out with someone who will be faculty at the conference. We'll talk about that in a minute, but I think that's a fun, exciting way to get excited for the conference. I'm looking at the list of names, and they all make me really happy. So
Sure.
I'll just be like vague in my little bit.
No, I think this project reflects hopefully or gives people a little microcosm of poetry land, at least in the States. At least sort of primarily English language. I don't know what everybody's reading, so I don't want to speak for anybody. Um, but that yeah, it's good to have friends, and it's always great to see people who are established and doing incredible work that's being recognized at the highest level. Not only be down to read alongside new people, younger writers that don't have as much experience, but to be excited about it and to want to be a part of that. And I think that reflects well and accurately of the scene, at least the parts of it that I've been fortunate to be on. So we're
Yeah,
lucky to host that.
I also want to say it's like a huge, and this is probably more says more about me than like about the people I am able to get in touch with than it does maybe about the world in general or like my particulars. But we also get a huge variety of like styles of poetry. This isn't like this is my favorite stuff to read as the person who does the outreach. This is like as wide a net as I can cast because I want to be holistic about it. And I don't think that taste um I mean, actually, I think I do genuinely really enjoy all of these people's poetry, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily the thing that I will go for first. And that also makes me really happy that it's such a variety of, I don't know, text.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always good to let the poets do poet things and just have trust in your artists to be amazing. They usually deliver.
Oh yeah.
Some other things we have coming up. We have a poetry workshop that I host, a monthly series for people who are trying to get the work out there. It's pay what you can. It's April 22nd, 5:30 at the at our offices in the Rock Island Public Library downtown. It's a pre-register thing, so we can get a packet together and get it out to people. But it's been real good. We've been doing that since September or October of last year. And it's been great. It's limited. There's only a handful of seats. So if you're interested, come check that out. And actually, the next night is probably the thing that I'm personally most excited about, maybe selfishly. But it's the next Spectra reading series event. We
April
haven't had,
23rd.
yes. Um, we haven't done one of these since we did Local Lovers in like mid-February. So we've been waiting, but we've got a bunch of stuff coming in from April into the summer. And yeah, April 23rd, we're excited to host Jeffrey McDaniel, author of several tremendous books of poetry, a hugely influential poet to me, to a lot of people that I know. We're super excited that he's going to be here. Henry Moray, that I just mentioned, is going to be opening up, as well as Sophia Best, who you might know from things that we've done, but who also won the Iowa Chapbook contest a few years ago for undergraduate students in the state of Iowa with a really terrific book called Pink Bathwater. Um, and then some other guy that looks suspiciously like me will also be on the bill. So
I
I won't be
maybe want to
hosting.
say for the record, This is a I didn't get Jeffrey McDaniel. I'm like beside myself that I'm gonna see him live. Um, but I this is like a lineup I sort of dreamed into happening. Uh, I was like, okay, but what if Ryan, hear me out. What if you and Sophia and Henry, so maybe I manipulated the fortunes, but everybody is going to benefit for it.
It'll be good. I'm excited. So the way that event's going to work, we're going to do one of our community write-ins. We haven't done one of those since last spring. Yeah, I
I think
think
that's
I,
right.
I think
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, it's been a little while. So the doors open at 6. This is at Ross Talks, April 23rd. So 6 p.m. doors open. Come get some food, come get some drink, come get some terrific atmosphere. If you don't know about Ross Talks already, it's the best place in the world. You should know about it. At 7 o'clock, Jeffrey McDaniel will be leading a community write-in, which is a free sort of mini workshop. He'll have a short reading, a prompt. We'll read a little bit together. We'll discuss a little bit together. We'll have some time for writing and a little bit of time to share it. Some of our writing, if people feel like they want to, usually people do. We did this a few times. We did this with Gina Franco. We did this with Jacob Sands. We did this with MC Highland and Liz Wessel were amazing. Um, so we're super excited to offer this again. It's a lot of fun it's great to get together for a poetry reading and share that, but it's also like terrific to write together. So if you're like, what's this whole poetry thing like this? It could be a really amazing opportunity. This is a really formidable, terrific poet who's going to be leading this, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. He's a pretty terrific guy. And then at 8 o'clock, we will have our feature readings with the three of us opening up and Jeffrey closing it out. So
I gotta say,
works.
anytime we've done the community write-ins, not only has it been like, I don't know, just a really incredible experience. Like I like taking writing classes. I like when geniuses teach me. But they've all been really good teachers. Jeffrey McDaniel is a teacher. So I'm just going to assume the same of him. And you get like this level of intimacy with these writers, and then also with like your own work that comes out of it. Like even if you're not there to create something that other people see, it's just a really wonderful experience.
Yeah, I think and just if you've never done something like this, there's no pressure to share. You don't have to speak up. You can just kind of hang out and read a little bit and write a little bit and write something for yourself. But it's a cool experience. It's a little bit different. I don't know. I've not done a whole lot of this. I've been to readings all over the country for a long, long time, and this is a little bit different. So it's cool that we can do something. Hopefully, it's a little bit unique and that can get people in the community engaged with their own thinking and their own creativity and their own language a little bit more, because I think everybody needs that right now in a whole lot of ways. So, what are we forgetting? I think it's time to maybe announce the faculty for the Writers Conference. I think maybe that's where we're at. So we're gonna jump ahead to June, but all of this information is going to be coming on our website very soon. Registration will be open very soon. Our conference is June 25th, 26th, and 27th. The workshops will be at Augustana College. We'll have some offsite events at Ross Talks and a kind of social party jam at a location TBD. But our faculty is, as always, amazing, and Sarah's been instrumental in putting this together. So I'm going to let Sarah tell y'all about the terrific people we're fortunate to have visiting come June.
First, we would love, I'm not gonna do any spoilers, but we'd love for you to also put the evening of June 24th on hold for something really killer. But then at the conference, your faculty for fiction is not what I have open. Your faculty for the novel will be Tatiana Schlody-Bonet, who's the author of Such Lovely Skin, The Mean Ones, and What Feeds Below is coming out this year. She's got an MFA from the University of Iowa. Um, she is an incredible teacher. Like she really understands how to make things easy to understand. She's taught a workshop for us before, and just overwhelmingly happy students, which includes me. I was there. Um, for short fiction, then we've got Rockford Poet Laureate, Adam Al-Sirgani, who is a fiction writer, a poet. He's from Iowa originally. He has a book of short stories out, which is really incredible. He did a reading at the Atlas Collective earlier this last in the fall. I don't know when it
Hmm.
happened.
I think it was in the fall. Yeah, it was amazing.
Which, yeah, you know,
Incredible reading.
people who can read, like, you know that they know their feelings. I don't know. It was incredible. But he's also a developmental editor, so when he offers manuscript critiques, you know that you're in good, experienced hands. Um, yeah, he's so cool. For let's do poetry, we've got Margaret Yap, author of the book Green for Luck. Excuse me, it's a book of poetry. She's founding editor of Rampage Party Press. So she's got an MFA in poetry from the Writers Workshop at University of Iowa. She also has an MFA in from the Center of the Book. So she like knows how to physically make books. So she does some really cool stuff with that. Her workshop, I believe, is Generative Poetry Marathon, which is kind of the thing that I often want from things like this. Like when you're working in short form and you're able to, assuming your poetry is short, you're able to just get a bunch of work out, you end up having more to work with, right? She's also really, really fun and a good teacher. They're all really good teachers. That's kind of the point. And then our nonfiction class is going to be led by Sin Kitchen, professor at Knox College. She wrote the book 10 Tongues, which is short prose. She also wrote a poetry book called Broken Hallelujah, which is due out in June of this year. She's published really, really, really widely. And her class is about telling personal stories. So, all of these are open to writers of all levels. All of these people are just absolute stars in their field. Um, I'm already so, 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 so excited. And bonus, we always do, MWC Press always does manuscript pitches. We'll listen to your pitch about your book. But this year, University of Iowa Press is also taking pitches. Allison Means will be there. She's one of their acquisition folks. She'll be taking pitches for the UI Press. She's also going to do like lunch and learn, so brown bag lunch, bring your own lunch, and she will talk to us over the lunch hour. One of her talks will be on the life cycle of the book, so getting from manuscript to publication and what that looks like. She will talk to us about manuscript pitches and the expectations of marketing from press or from individual small press life, stuff like that. I'm so excited. Every time I talk about it, I get more excited. I am now people know, and I'm not alone in it.
There you go. Yeah. So we're gonna have that information up on the website uh forthwith very shortly. And we'll have registration accompanying. If you got any questions about that, hit us up. Sarah runs all our socials, as I'm sure all of you know, and does an amazing job there. If you're not following, you should follow. If you're not subscribed on here, you should definitely be subscribed. Especially since, yeah, well, I guess it's the 30th today, so we still have like one day of intrigue to build before we get rambling on this poetry train that you've done an amazing job lining up. There's a terrific number of or terrific range of poets from all over the country, and we're excited to bring them to you. And hey, if you're writing some poems, reach out, let us know if you see something on here that you like, if someone really speaks to you. Hopefully this is an opportunity to introduce a lot of y'all to maybe some poets that you're not aware of, that we definitely obviously think you should be. But also like to, uh, take a note from some of them and like write your own stuff. That's what I think this is really about. It's great to celebrate poetry. It's great to read poetry. But I think the best way to participate in it is to make your own. So
Oh
write
yeah.
some poetry this month, y'all. And share it with us. Share it with people you love. Share it with total strangers. It might be a little weird at first, but um,
It gets less
it's
weird the more
worth
you
it.
do
I
it.
promise you. Yeah, I like, take it from someone who would know. And we're here to help in all of your poetry adventures. So reach out to the Writing Center. We hope we see you soon. Anything you want to say in closing, Sarah?
Write more light into your life. Happy Poetry Month.
Happy Poetry Month, y'all.
But can I stop the video?